Well, good morning everybody. Back here at the cabin, and just gonna have some nice early fall relaxing adventures. It's a long weekend, so I'm just gonna come here and chillax. So I want to show you guys some really cool things that I did while I was here. Stay tuned. Well, it's quite a fresh morning out here at about 7 degrees. It was about 5 when I got up this morning. The woodlands are very, very misty, as you can see, very foggy. It was like that last night too. Supposed to get a mixed bag of weather, sun, cloud, rain, thunderstorms, so I'll just enjoy what we have here. Any time in the woods is good times, right guys? You can definitely see some of the leaves are starting to fall. Ooh, lots of fresh mushrooms for sure. And my little log over there, that one has the oysters. It's flushed again, which is awesome. We should go take a look at my little mushroom farm. I want to talk a bit about that today. Pretty excited. I think it's going to be very productive next year. Royce loves chomping on these rubber trees, as I call them. They're really good for cordage because you can kind of bend them around, but they're kind of chewy. He snaps them in half. He's still, even though he's 6 months old, he still acts like he's teething all the time. I think one of his fangs is taking a bit longer to kind of lengthen, so it's about 3/4 the length of the other one. So he's chewing away on everything. He's doing well, but as soon as he gets to the cabin, he gets really high energy, extremely hyper, like runs around. He also has to take a few days to kind of calm down and relax because he's always extremely happy that he's here. Forest floor is covered in asters all around us here, and they've actually come out to bloom. They kind of bloom in the late summer and fall. This is a beautiful aster there. You can't really tell in this lighting, but the color is actually purple. Royce as a puppy would just love nibbling on these. I think he likes lettuce, so he kind of assumes this is lettuce and nibbles on them. His little salad for the day. So I really enjoy these asters. They're everywhere, just so gorgeous. Take a look at the field this morning. There is so much fog. It's crazy. But that's the time of year. Ground is warm. Air is really cool. A lot of fog. It's amazing how much moisture we get here just due to the dew alone. It's incredible. Shower house is still working out really well, and of course the barrel has been full because of all the rain we've had lately. The only issue is that the water coming out of the tap right now is extremely cold. So it's rain barrel water, it's nice and clean, but it's ice cold, so gotta figure out how to warm up the water for showers and for hands. Probably should put an on-demand propane water heater in here. My little bean farm, I think each plant produced 1 bean. It's pretty crazy. I gotta dig out this soil. It's literally just rocks now, but there you go. It's my purple dragon beans. The ones in my house did a heck of a lot better, obviously, because I actually fertilize them and take care of them, but I've got a meal of beans here. That's all right. It's also kind of a very shady garden. So, oh, and there's some asparagus down there. That's still doing okay. Oh yeah, literally every plant had a single bean. Dragon's tongue beans. I like them. They're so good, fresh and cooked, and they're an heirloom bean. Takes a lot to tire him out these days. Man, he gets really hyper. Put down the ball. Don't have another dog here to tire him out this time, so It's all on me. But remember when he was a baby and he used to just, sleep all the time. Not so much anymore. He's always looking for the next thing to do. Always out for having some fun. Oh yeah, right there we've got some panels out. We're just charging the battery for the cabin. Of course, the batteries for inside the shower house there are charged by panels on the roof. 4 panels on the roof. So I don't know. I gotta figure out what to do with these. Temporarily right now they're here, and we just put the battery for the cabin there. Bring it over and hook up the cabin so we can have lighting and stuff like that. You can hear some geese starting to honk. I don't know. They're going to be flying pretty soon. They're kind of gathering up in the fields a little bit, nibbling on corn. But they're not yet in big numbers just yet. So some early signs and sounds of fall. My friend Gary was here the last time. Gage was here, his dog, and yeah, Gage taught Royce how to chew sticks. He never really had paid too much attention to them before, and now he like seeks them out. So it's funny how older dogs teach younger dogs fun games. Yeah, Royce is going into training this coming weekend, so it's going to cut into my cabin time. I've got several weeks of training for him, but hey, it's all worth it at the end of the day. I really need him to go into professional training. I've done as much as I can do to get him a good start, and now the professionals will help me. So yeah, so it's going to cut a bit into my fall cabin time. I might have to just sort of rejig things, but oh, did you see what he did? He just jumped on my back and nearly tossed my coffee. Gotta love herding breeds. Anyway, so I just have to figure things out for the fall and how I'm going to have some cabin time, and man, can't wait to start the training. Well, look at this. Look at what the sawflies did to my maturing jack pine. Oh no, they like ate all the needles off. That's awful. Every single time I was here, I was picking off all these sawfly caterpillars. Ugh, there's a little tiny glimmer of hope there that there might be some needles coming up there, but what a hit to this tree, and the others as well. I mean, if you look over here, some of them, they kind of went up the stem and ate some of the leaves, but not all of them. But I've lost another maturing one here. Like, some of these are already like 3-4 years old. But thank goodness there's a glimmer of hope right there. But oh, just awful. I mean, look at that one too. Because the idea was to have a bit of a windscreen. There are cabins in there. For these jack pine to come up and just be a bit of a windscreen for when the snow and high winds come off the field. But I can't do that with that little scraggly tree there. Oh, brother. Well, I guess I just got to keep planting. It's just this constant race with Mother Nature. Some of the other ones are doing okay, and I've got some other littler ones where the little flags are. But, man, you always got to account for losses due to drought and insects and stuff like that. It's a really bad year for the sawflies this year. I don't know if you guys are in forestry or anything, but if you have any tips for me on how to prevent sawfly from destroying my jack pine, please, please, please let me know down below in the comments. I don't know whether I should be putting some kind of little skirt on the bottom of the tree so if they try to climb up, they get stuck and they can't go up there. I'm not really sure what to do, or do you spray with BT or something like that? I don't know. Anybody knows, please tell me down below in the comments. Checking into my ground cherries. They're not quite ready yet. Some of them are starting to turn yellow, the actual cherries, but some of them aren't. Some of them are still pretty green, but they're getting larger inside. So you see there, we want to wait till they turn like an orangey color. So still got a ways to go, another month or so. But it's an awesome find that I found this summer. I've got a field full of these ground cherries. Pretty excited. Just having some wild mushrooms here with my bacon this morning for breakfast. It's going to be good. There's lots of mushrooms in the woods right now, so we'll go on a little bit of a hike later on, and we'll see what the variety is out there near the cabin. Just gonna head out now. Looks like it's gonna rain. I'm gonna go on a little hike. Well, here it is. I don't know if you guys remember a long time ago I had made a shelter. Well, it's still standing. Of course, the detritus on it has sagged a bit, so I could always just pile more on top if I needed to, but man, this thing's about a couple years old, so it's doing okay. Just have to touch it up. Weather's looking really threatening, so I may actually just have to climb underneath there. Okay, so it's raining now, so I decided I would just hang out here in the shelter. On my little hike here, I think I've actually found a bluet, which is a choice edible mushroom. Very exciting. It's got some gills there. And there's no little veil or anything like you'd see with the Cordonarius, so it's pretty exciting. Another big one right there. Just weaving my way through the woods here. It's getting really overgrown. The property's really changed a lot in the last 7 years. Just beautiful though. Kind of heading into some mixed forest. Just got through some balsam fir there and headed up towards the Maple Ridge. So this right here is some scaly Philiota. Take a look at that. That's not edible, but boy, if it was, it would be the mother lode. Take a look at that clump right there. Amazing. As you can see here, we've got a nice scaly cap, and I mean, these are in pristine condition. Look at that. Beautiful. Scaly Philiota. Well, this is really exciting. These are wild Enoki mushrooms, or the velvet foot mushroom. In the store, they're pure white. In the wild, they have like a dark stem and this kind of browny orange cap. So this is exciting. I'm going to harvest some of these. This is amazing. Nice pristine condition there. Cap's a little bit sticky, but you can see that sort of dark brown stem and how sticky their caps are. So this is pretty exciting. Got an interesting smoky flavor to them. Smell. They have an interesting smell, that's for sure. Well, it's nice to see the woods changing for fall. Got those nice, beautiful red maple leaves there. Not too long, we'll be in full color. Need a wine glass in the woods? Just kidding. Look at these. Aren't these enormous? There's a whole bunch of them beneath me right here. They don't smell that great, so. Of course, here we have the Lycoperdon Perlitum. It's a puffball. And you can see it's got a little narrow stem there. It's got spikes all over it. And the key thing is when you pop these in half, they are solid white all the way through. I remember in one of my earlier videos we talked a bit about the Destroying Angel. And that one definitely has an actual mushroom structure to the inside of it. Oh, hi, Royce. He's just telling me to catch up and to quit talking to the camera. Anyway, so the Destroying Angel Amanitas, when they have that little egg shape, when they kind of start coming out, when you cut them through, it looks like a little mushroom inside an egg, whereas the puff balls are actually solid all the way through. Well, here's a strange looking fungus that I've never shown you guys before. This is a type of stinkhorn mushroom. Here's one that's a bit more mature, and you can see the little slimy head on it there. That's disgusting. It smells so bad. That's why they're called stinkhorns. Anyway, just wanted to show you guys that. That's such a cool fungus. Here's another unusual fungus that I've never shown you guys before. This is an earth star fungus. And when these pop, oh, look at. Yeah, did you see that? That's the spores that they come out of there. That is so cool. So I'm in the cedar swamp area here, and it's just lovely. If you look behind me, it's all beautiful bright green fern and cedars, so it's beautiful. This isn't the oldest part of the property. We do have a 300-year-old cedar swamp, and on Gary's video we did looking for Sasquatch and stuff, having a lot of fun there. Promised you guys if there was like 500 likes on the video, we'd come out to a cedar swamp on the property at midnight and have some fun. So yeah, so this will be the kind of territory that we'll be in. A little bit older area, which I'll take you guys for that video on his channel, but I love this part of the property. It's gorgeous. And here's what I was mentioning in Gary's video about finding a lot of bones in here in the cedar swamp. There's some, it's a leg bone or something right there. Ooh, spooky. Here are more Lectarius mushrooms. This one is Lectarius Thynos because it's near cedar, and it doesn't have that green tinge to it. So these are the ones I like for pickling. They have a nice crunchy, crisp texture to them and a sort of a sweet taste. And of course they still bleed like the Lectarius delicious. They still bleed that orange latex that you can see there. Just picked an awesome hedgehog mushroom here in perfect condition after all these rains. Awesome. Wow, you guys, this is like on my bucket list. This is a Lectarius Indigo. It is a beautiful blue Lectarius. Let's take a look. Oh gosh, this is a dream. I've wanted to find one of these for a long time. This is a wild edible. It's beautiful. It leaks a blue, look at that, a blue latex where the gills are damaged. This is gorgeous. I love this. This is one of my favorite mushrooms. I'm so happy I found one this year. All this rain is worth it. Look at that beautiful, perfect rainbow. I don't think I've ever seen anything like that. Wow. What a way to end a forest hike. Well, just checking out the old Martin heater here, getting it ready for the fall. And looks like it's gonna work. Oh yeah, it's lighting up. I've got 2 fresh tanks of propane. Just getting a fire going. I'm gonna dry specifically the Enoki mushrooms that I got. So gotta get the fire going, some nice hot coals, and then I'm just gonna smoke dry them again. Don't really have too many today, so I'm just gonna do them this way, just over this little cast iron griddle here. It'll dry really fast, I think. So you guys know I have the old shower house here. And I was wondering, you know what? This could actually be turned into a new smoker or something like that. Like I could take out sort of the bottom there, put in like one of those like old, I don't know, metal rims or something. And then just put a roof on it and turn it into a smoker. And then the smoke just kind of come out the sides here. Just put a few racks in there. So rather than take this whole thing apart and get rid of it, I think maybe, I don't know, what do you guys think? Tell me down below in the comments. Do you think I should turn this, retrofit this into a smoker? It's a decent size, so it's a good size in there. You can see, I don't know what it is, 4 foot by 4 foot or something like that. So kind of walk-in smoker. And you know what, like some of these boards right here could actually support a rack, although they are a little bit offset, so I have to figure that out. But anyway, whatever. What do you think? Let me know. I'd hate to see this go to waste. While we're waiting for them to dry, I thought I'd come and show you the mushroom farm that I'm working on. So I'm super thrilled that the last several weeks since I've installed the plugs that it's rained and rained and rained and rained. Looks good. Looks awesome. Nothing weird happening, so that's a good thing. So I think, I'm hoping with all this rain, we're going to end up with really good colonization of the logs with the mycelium, so that we can get a flush within 8 months. That's going to be my prediction. I hope that's what happens. Some people have had to wait a lot longer. I know some of you guys have messaged me and talked about your little farms and said you had to wait a bit longer, and I guess it depends if you have a good rain or not and how well the mycelium colonizes. So there are the plugs right there. Kind of wonder if some of that little white dust around the plug is some of the mycelium kind of moving around. That would be really exciting if it's already growing, which it probably is. So there you go. I'll definitely keep you guys updated on what's going on here. I'm very pumped because this is going to be a lot of production. I'm going to have to really get going at the little smokehouse if I want to dry my little product here. All right, looks like they're basically almost done. Don't want to get them burnt or anything like that. Flame just erupted there, so that's not good. So I think I'm going to take these off the grill. Just out for a little paddle now, and I want to show you what's inside the boat here. It looks like a dead pike. Just dead in the last 24 hours, I'm guessing. And look it's got like one eye. It has like a cataract or something. There's something really wrong with that. Anyway, I don't know what happened there. It's freshly dead. Maybe a bird or something grabbed it, or I don't know. But isn't that beautiful? Look at the pattern on that. That's like a young pike, I'm thinking. Beautiful. Oh, feed somebody. Put him back in the water. Gorgeous day to be out in the water, that's for sure. Just gonna go get some reeds to make some baskets. The other thing I want to do, personally this year is make a pine needle basket and some blackberry baskets. So Got to get practicing the weaving skills. Take a look at all the spider webs there on that old snag. That's so cool. We just got dropped off here at the dock. Royce was being bad. He was trying to jump out of the canoes, so can't have that. So just hanging out here while some reeds get harvested. Little chickadee friends have found me. Hello, everybody. Feed these guys all winter long, and sometimes they find me in the forest. It's pretty cute. Success, lots of reeds. These are cattail reeds. Down here by the dock is pig's ear gomphus. It's a wild edible. Doesn't agree with me, so I don't eat it, but it's got a kind of like a little purple underside to it with a tan top. Very nice thick mushroom. You get lots of crunch to them, but I'll just leave them here and take pictures instead. My turn for a little spin in the canoe. In the back there, got some Canada geese just piddling around. Start to see some changes of color in the forest there. A little bit of the maple starting to turn. Once the aspens go, it's going to be beautiful. It's a nice yellow color to them. Lots of reeds there. Just out in a little walk here, and the blackberries are ripening. This bush has a mixture of ripe and not ripe blackberries, but I'll take this one right here. Berries this year weren't too bad. The blueberries were a little bit poor production due to how dry it was. The blackberries, though, seem to have done really well. Blackberries are really good to weave with if you're making your own little like baskets and stuff like that. So blackberries have great long stems. You just gotta get the leaves and the thorns off of them, but you can use this to weave baskets. Well, thanks for joining me today, everyone. I hope you enjoyed today's little adventure here at the cabin. Have a good week. Take care.